Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sacred Silhouette with Tanya Denise. I am your refiner coach. I help single kingdom women transform into sacred kingdom wives. So I'm called to those that are in their single season. They may have just started, or they could have been in the season for quite some time. And so along the way, you may have picked up some bad habits from those around you, or you may have just decided to do things God's way and you need like a blueprint of how to do that in a society where everybody's doing the total opposite of what you're doing. And that is single and waiting for the promises of God to manifest. So I'm called to those individuals. And so I just want to say thank you to those that have subscribed. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you for those that comment and like. And so today's video or audio is regarding the Single and Waiting series again. So if you missed any of the Single and Waiting audios and videos, there's somewhere I'm on there physically doing a video. Please go back and watch those videos as well. But on this one, we're talking about saying no to the counterfeits. So as the season is changing, yes, my favorite season is coming up. But as the season is changing, we are transitioning over to what the world calls cuffing season. And so with that, it just means that it's getting cooler outside, and those that were single or are single during the summer months, they're really not trying to meet anybody. They're just out living their best life, aka hot girl summer, back in the day when it was popular, maybe 2 years ago. And so now as the season is changing, you get to a point where singles get to a point where they want to meet somebody, and it's going to be cold. It's going to start getting dark early. And so this is the time where people begin to look for a mate. Honey, been there, done that. So now it's time. That season is coming, or it's almost here. It's around the corner. And, so I want to just give you how do I put this, God? Just be aware of the counterfeit, basically. We've all had one or have one. And so in this time, if you don't have anyone in your life at the moment, just know that just continue to do your work and God will open that door for you when it's your time. So while you're doing the work on yourself, just be aware of those of the opposite sex that may try to come and distract you. How do you know it's a counterfeit? They may look like the person that you've prayed for. They may look like, if you haven't been praying for anyone in particular, they may have the characteristics of what you prayed for. And so this is how you will know for a fact, is whenever you have a conversation with this person, or whenever they reach out to you, there will be like a slight annoyance with this person that you will know like something's not right. Like, even though the physical is okay, it's mostly the physical. The physical is okay, but there's just something that just gnaws at you for a second, where it'll let you know that this is not it. And so when you finally meet your person, if you don't know who they are, when you talk to them, when you're around them, you'll always have like a peace about it. There's always be like a calmness, like, okay, this is it. Even if you get upset with that person, there's still like a forgiveness in your heart for them. It's like you can't stay mad with this person long. But that counterfeit, baby, God will put an annoyance in your spirit. It's like your Holy Spirit will just leap in your stomach. You'll be like, something ain't right. So when you feel that, don't try to hold on to that person because there's nobody else in your life. And this is for those that maybe just started this season. For those of us that's been at this for a while, hopefully all communication with anybody else is cut off. Like, there's no need to be out dating and conversing with anyone if God already showed you who your person is. But for my newbies, my ones that are new to this, beware of those unctions. So pray for discernment whenever new people of the opposite sex enter your life, even friendships. But we're talking about the opposite sex right now because the season is changing. And sometimes a lot of people don't want to be alone. And so I would say, don't waste your time. If there's an annoyance in your spirit, just make sure you pray to God and be like, God, if this is not the person that you sent to me, please reveal it to me. And when he reveal it, don't try to hold on. Don't try to hold on to it. Just let it go, because what it's going to do is going to delay you, and you could possibly end up in temptation. And that's something that you don't want to do. So just remember Sarah and Abraham, whenever God gave them a promise that they would have Isaac. And so they were trying to figure this thing out in their own way, and ended up coming with Ishmael, and Ishmael was not the promise. So just make sure that you're listening to the voice of God, that you're staying in your word. And as you're staying in your word, God will heighten your discernment. So it's not just you're reading the word. Make sure you're studying it, and make sure you're praying, and make sure you're doing the things to prepare to be the woman that God called you to be. So what you don't want to do is just because somebody's coming along, just latch onto them like, yeah, he's the one. But you still have that annoyance in your spirit whenever they come around, whenever they talk. It's just, ooh, honey, if I could really explain, ooh, it's just, ooh, I wish I could just tell you, but it'll be something that you can't deny. When you're talking to a counterfeit. So just keep in mind, in your single in waiting season, yes, counterfeits will come. And a lot of times the counterfeit will come right before the blessing. And so it doesn't mean that the blessing is, it doesn't mean that the blessing is far off. It just means that counterfeit is going to show up just to see if you're going to fall for it, so the blessing can be delayed. So we're saying no to the counterfeits in this season, okay? So I pray that this video blessed you. If you're saying no to the counterfeits, comment no to the counterfeits in the comment box. Other than that, thank you so much for listening. If you know anyone that this will bless, please share it with them. I wanted to announce that I do have the schedule open for one-on-one coaching calls. So just click the link in the description and click on your one-on-one session, book your session. And also, if you're new to the channel, please click the link in the description and grab your free gift. So once again, I pray this has blessed you. Thank you so much for watching Sacred Silhouette with Tanya Denise. And I pray you all have a wonderful morning, evening, night, whenever you listen to this. And I will see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.